Well, I'm working away on this thing. I figured I'd pop in real quick for an update. So I've got the whole body off. We're going to do a body off on it. That's got to go get sandblasted, and it's going to get epoxy primed. Once I'm done with this carcass, the deck is going to come in here. I'm going to strip that down to nothing, and that's also going to get sandblasted and primed. And then I can paint it John Deere green and yellow, respectively. Well, I got some parts in today, not all of them, but anyways, got a belt and a bunch of stuff. But I told you I would show you guys how to do the bearing. I did the one already on the tractor. Now, I don't usually clamp them in the vise like this, but if I don't do them like that, you can't see. So I'm going to use an air hammer and drive everything out of here. Maybe. Ping! There we go. Shaft is out. Spacer's out. This spacer's out off the top. And we can drive the bearings out. Yeah, they don't feel bad, but yeah, a little rough. A little rough. All right, straight punch. I'm just going to drive those bearings out. These ones aren't overly tight. Sometimes they can be tight. This one just happens to not be tight. Well, there's the upper seal come off this one. Oh, bearing needed to be changed anyways. This top one was a little notchy. There you go. Should be a spacer in there. Yep, still is. Yeah, there's some damage to the seal, but I probably did that pounding it out. Yeah, actually they smell burnt. It's not overly bad, but it smells burnt, so it was definitely due. That spacer's gonna slide right out of there. Here we go. Lots of grease on it, that's good. So I'm gonna lay it flat in the vise like this, and I'm just gonna tap a new one in. Just going on the outside, back and forth, around. What should I use to drive that? Will this do it? Oh yeah, that'll do it. It's gonna find its own home anyways, once we get the spacer and the other bearings in. Spacer, other bearing. We'll just tap it in there. Nice even pressure all the way around. Definitely needs to go together a lot farther than that, but it's like I said, it's going to find its own home. I'm going to buzz this down on the wire wheel. Just going to clean this up. It's rusty. There we go. I'm just going to buzz that down on the wire wheel and I'll push it back together. All right, we got that all cleaned up. Cleaned enough anyways. Doesn't have to be spotless. It just has to be half decent. There's the other spacer that goes on there. Shaft goes through the bearings, through the spacer right with the top bearing. I'm just gonna set it on the flat part of the flange here, not on the little star where the blade sets on. And that spacer goes on. I get a socket to drive that. Will that fit? That will fit. Yeah. Need a deep socket. So that'll push all the bearings and everything down where they need to be. Still needs to be down a little further yet. Now you can see that there's a hex sticking out here. That's where the pulley sits. Well, that's nice and quiet. I got a pulley here somewhere for it. Yeah, we'll use this one. Actually, I'm not going to put this in because I need to leave the pulley off in order to get it back in the deck. Gotta get the bolts in here, so I'm not going to put the pulley on. I'll throw that on there though. just loose. Perfect. All right, so that's how you do the spindle on these things. There's a grease fitting here. Doesn't do anything other than pack the cavity because those are sealed bearings. Even from the factory, the original bearings were sealed bearings. So that grease fitting never did anything anyways. I'm just gonna pop on to the next hub and I'll do that. The first one is already done. I'll just carry on and go from there. So as you can see, I've been busy. Repainted. Hood, grill, headlights have been restored. Cleaned the grill, the lenses on it. Polished them up. And painted this part. Took everything apart and then painted it. This hood came out like glass. It came out really, really nice. It is plastic and I possibly could have polished it, but it's got to be the same color. So I just painted everything. Came out really, really nice though. Deck is all done. All the new idlers are on it. All the spindles are rebuilt. It still needs blades, but I'm going to do that just before I put it on the tractor. It's all assembled, ready to go. This still needs some assembly. There's the cup holder, the gear, the deck selector, the trim work. A bunch of stuff needs to go on there yet. The console and the dash and all that stuff is sitting on the floor over here. So what I need to do now is I need to get all of this out of here and bring the chassis back in, and then we can start putting stuff together. So that's where we're at. They were very, very rough, very pitted. So blasting and priming definitely is the right way to go on this, but you can still see pits where there was rust. But whatever, it is what it is. It's an older unit, but it's all epoxy primed now, well, except for the hood. It's all epoxy primed and painted. So it should last longer than the original paint did. All right, so the chassis is back in here. Got a lot of the parts in here. Some are outside. They're pretty well everywhere. I'm gonna try and do this in one take, but we'll just fast forward through most of this and we'll do a quick time cut on it and see how far we get. A lot of little fiddling around to do, little clips and rods and hooks and stuff. So let's get to it. Yep. Oh. There we go. Mic works now. Look at that! Isn't that nice? Just gotta locate the nut for this. I don't know where it went. It's around somewhere. Hour meter works. Lights work. That's important. Still gonna get these decals back on there. And I'll do that, but I'm gonna lift it up to do that. And we gotta get the deck back on. And then this thing is almost buttoned up. Does that ever look nice? Yep. Okay, so I'm going to do those couple of things. I'm going to find the nut for that, and I'm going to get the deck in here and underneath. But before I put it underneath there, I'm going to put these new blades on there. Got 3 new ones for it. I'm waiting on a decal to go on the dash before I can put the PTO switch in it. And because the decal goes down first, and then this slides through it. And yeah, getting there. We're getting there. It's almost done. Well, guys, here we are. She's all done. Ready to go. She looks good. So we did a full paint restore on it. Body off. We replaced one of the tires, put tubes in them. Oil change, full service, tune up on the engine. The deck is completely rebuilt. New blades, new bearings, new idler pulleys, new belt. All the electrical's been cleaned out. All the terminals have been cleaned and shined up, so they're nice and clean. They're not going to be any trouble. Yeah, everything's gone over. This is going to be an excellent tractor for somebody come this springtime. So I think we'll end this video because it's finally done. Thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, give that bell a little ring. It'll let you know when I upload new stuff. Leave me a comment down below if you've got one of these and how you like it. In my opinion, the LA series tractor was one of the last high quality homeowner one. I'm not saying that the newer ones are bad. I'm just saying that the older ones are built very different than the new ones. But let me know if you've got an LA series and what you think of it. Till the next one, guys. Take care.